All right, no upgrades. Jerry, do you want to take a minute?
Yeah.
You need the microphone, buddy.
Yeah, I guess I do. I've got one of those voices that carries, though. YouTube
Well, it does, but it won't make it to the...
won't make it to the YouTube people.
Right.
YouTube live stream is suffering, but it is what it is.
So many of you know that I'm one of your ARRL assistant section managers, and my portfolio is as the state government liaison. Currently looking for individuals who want to get involved a little more actively in state and local government as a ham radio operator. So if you've ever thought about putting up a tower and wondered how that's going to go, or why there are problems in Utah County with doing that and other sorts of things, it's because we don't have enough of an impact on our local governments, our counties, our cities, and then I need help at the state government level. And I think it would be very, very positive for Salt Lake County if we had a local government liaison at the section level with me from UARC and representing the Salt Lake County area. It doesn't take a ton of time. Those of you that saw my presentation, I guess it's been about 2 years since I talked about, doing politics and ham radio before it's done unto you. It doesn't take very much time, but it's an important role. And if any of you are interested in it, please reach out to me, wj3ri at ARRL.org. I'm an org, or no, I'm a net, .net. And I'm an org? Yeah, I'm an org. ARRL.org. Love to work with you, or just give me a call. My contact information's in the microvolt. That's it.
Thanks, Jerry. So there you go. There's an opportunity to pay back a little bit. James, is that microphone working yet?
Well, let's go ahead and see. No, it's not.
There you go.
All right, yeah, for sure. Appreciate it. I'll go ahead and get this on real quick. So yeah, a couple things we got to talk about real quick. One of the main things we need to talk about is our immediate past president, Morris Farmer. Definitely a really good guy. He was really instrumental in actually getting our Leamington remote station set up. And definitely really passionate about 6 meters and a few of the other pans and really helping out some of the other hams. Morris actually taught technician classes as well as a little bit general as well. Morris was always there for us hams, and he passed away not too terribly long ago in December. But the thing his widow, Carol Farmer, wanted me to remind you of, Carol's going to be holding a remembrance of life service for Morris. So if you would like, feel free to join Carol and the family the afternoon of June 21st to share stories and memories about Morris. If you would like to go ahead and attend with the family and visit and go ahead and go over Morris's life a little bit and remember him. So it's going to be at Morris's place, 4989 Boabab Circle, Salt Lake City, Utah. So feel free to go ahead and share with Morris's friends or the rest of the club if you would like to go ahead and stop by. It's going to be between 1 and 5 p.m. again at 4989 Boabab Circle in Salt Lake City, Utah. Other than that, this Saturday I wanted to bring this up really quick. The Salt Lake Crossroads Amateur Radio Club is going to be having their spring potluck. So their spring potluck is going to be at Harmony Park. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. If I can pull up the Maps app, I can go ahead and give you the address. But we're going to bring a few radios. We're going to have some food. We're going to talk WinLink, APRS, and maybe we're even going to have a fox hunt. But Harmony Park is actually located at 3760 South Main Street in Salt Lake City, Utah. 3760 South Main Street in Salt Lake City. So feel free to go ahead and stop by if you'd like. But again, feel free to go ahead and stop by Morris's place this upcoming Saturday to remember Morris for sure.
What was Morris's call sign?
87 SR.
87 SR?
Yes. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Marvin.
You betcha. Okay, our next meeting is steak fry. That'll be Saturday, July 19th. It's at the Spruces where we usually have it. The cost is $15 per person. There should be a sign up on the web. Is that right? Anybody? Okay. And there will be no meeting in August.
Testing.
Any other announcements that we know of? Okay, Rick, what's going on in the bookstore? Let me give you the mic.
Obviously, books. We have 2 copies of the Using the Baofeng radio still in stock. 1 copy of the Nano VNA's Explained book. And we have 4 of the official 2025 ARRL calendar. Also have a few of the discounted books, Hints and Kinks, Best of Doctor is In, Volume 1, Amateur Radio Transceiver Performance Testing, and High-Speed Multimedia for Amateur Radio, plus the normal assortment of antenna books. So that's pretty much it.
Great, thank you, Rick.
If you want to graduate with a real microphone, we got the real microphone working now.
I don't qualify. I don't know if I can figure out how to work that one. I'm done for now. I'm going to turn the time over to Adam. Adam is going to tell us what we're going to do at Field Day this year. Field Day is always the 4th full weekend in June, and this year it's June 28th and 29th. Adam? You want to take this? You can
Sure.
pin it on or whatever you want to do.
It's a lavalier.
You give me 2 seconds, I'll get you a clicker going, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 1,000, 2 1,000.
Yeah, go ahead and start your spiel.
Okay.
Can you turn the front lights off?
I will try. Hand lights only.
There we go.
Hanging lights only. Let's try that.
Just a slight technical malfunction, you know. It wouldn't be ham if we weren't trying to figure things out as we're actively doing it.
Yeah, that's all right.
So as Marv said, Field Day is always the 4th full weekend in June, and this year it does fall on June 28th and 29th. Last year, the ARRL reported 4,300 entries. Understand most of those are multi-op, so there are a lot of people on the air all at once. Field Day is the non-contest contest. You want to get, there we go. It's open to anyone. You don't need a license to operate or participate. Do let us know by signing up on the Field Day website or on our UARC website if you're coming. It's a great camping weekend getaway. Spend operating where we get the opportunity to meet other hams, teach the public about radio while demonstrating #1 emergency preparedness, learn more about radio, and polish our operating skills. So like I said, it's the chance to try out equipment in challenging and abnormal circumstances demonstrating emergency preparedness. That is what the ARRL's #1 focus is with Field Day. It is not a contest, but we do give an exchange like a contest. We'll get to that in a little bit. It's about knowledge building, recruiting new hams, potential members for UARC and other clubs that are participating. It's all about food and good company and just being out operating. So the objective of Field Day is to work as many stations as possible, learn to operating in abnormal circumstances and less than ideal circumstances. It's all about emergency preparedness, being able to operate with whatever you have on hand. Field Day is open to all amateurs in the areas covered by the ARRL and the, it's RAC, it's the Canadian version, and I cannot remember the acronym at the moment, and anyone in Region 2 of the IARU. We can make contacts with people outside of that, but we just list them as DX contacts, and they cannot turn in a log, so it is not a confirmed contact. What's the motivation behind Field Day? So, like I said earlier, it is the opportunity to get hands-on experience with HF operations. If you have mic fright, we're going to help you make successful contacts. The bands will be very active and people are very welcoming during Field Day. If you're unfamiliar with radio operations in general or specifically HF, this is where you can come learn. And while our 70 centimeter and 2 meter repeaters are absolutely amazing resources, there is more to a ham radio. Field Day is not a contest. There's no pressure, but you do get to experience making contest-like contacts and logging. We're here to help you grow. You don't need to be a super ham or an Elmer just come out, play radio with us, as much or as little as you'd like. Anyone can operate Field Day. You do not need a license. If you are licensed, you can operate under your normal restrictions. Or if we will have control operators there, you can work under their restrictions, just like someone who's newly or not licensed. So how does Field Day actually work? Yep, I'm on the right slide. Sorry, I'm trying to read and do it at the same time. Haven't gotten off track yet though. So we'll contact as many other stations as possible from noon Saturday the 28th until noon Sunday the 29th with the exchange Whiskey 7 Sierra Papa, a number, which we're going to get to. We're going to be Alpha and Uniform Tango. So we're Alpha, we're a club, we're operating as a club. Essentially, there's a lot more to it. We don't need to get bogged down in that. And we're in, anyone, Uniform Tango?
Utah.
Thank you. All amateur bands except 60, 30, 17, and 12 are open to Field Day contacts. Pretty much normal contest rules. Premium is placed on developing emergency preparedness skills and introducing amateur radio to the general public. We'll begin setting up our equipment on Friday the 27th at noon is when we're allowed to start setting up. Just lost my train of thought. I was going to say something else.
Is there a restriction on when we can start setting up?
There absolutely is. So the actual rules for Field Day are dense at best. And they did update a lot from last year. So if you're planning on doing Field Day yourself, please do go to the ARRL, look at the full Field Day packet. So like I mentioned before, this is not a contest, but it is scored like a contest. I think I'm actually going to get that to in just a second, Marv. Nope, I lied. I'm not. So we can start setting up on noon Friday before Field Day. Field Day starts on noon Saturday. That's when we'll begin setting up our equipment that we bring to the field. As I said, this is not a contest, but it is scored like a contest. All of the scoring revolves around proving we can do emergency preparedness. So are we working on mains power or are we working on generator? Traditionally, we work on a generator. That's extra points. If you reach out and have a local, state, some government representative, that's extra points because in an emergency, we'd be liaising with them. We can send message to our ARRL section manager, get extra points for that. Again, In an emergency, we'd be using WinLink, other resources to send communications in a fairly official capacity. Make sure I haven't lost my way. Okay. So the entry categories, like I said, that alpha, they're based on the number of transmitters operating simultaneously at any point during field day. We're allowed to have a GOTA, which is a get on the air, which is for the public to come and experience ham radio. That doesn't count, and we can have one VHF, UHF station that does not count towards that. Then, as I said, our Uniform Tango, we're in Utah. The next thing is where the station is located. And then specifically that Alpha for us is a club, but then there's Bravo, Charlie, Delta, depending on whether you're at home, whether you're using existing facilities. If you're at an emergency operations center, is a different class. And then, of course, how many transmitter or how the transmitters are powered, whether we're on commercial mains, emergency power like our generator, battery, solar, all of those have different rules. So, as we said, we'll begin setting up our equipment on Friday before at Payson Lakes. Traditionally and historically, we have our calf and cow, which are two tower trailers, one having a generator on it. And we usually have 3 stations with our propane generator. We're aiming to run 4 stations this year and to bring digital modes to the field. I can confidently say at this point we will have digital there. We'll get to the rest in a minute. Part of our emergency preparedness proof to the ARL, or ARRL with Field Day is being able to teach. So we will be having hands-on training for FT8 and satellite communications. Please come out, stretch your legs, your mental legs, as it were.
And for those of you that want to try, DX type communications domestically, longer distance ones, and are afraid because you're a technician or maybe just got your general, you haven't really tried that, we will hands-on for you too.
Absolutely. Just to repeat what Jerry said for the viewers, do not be afraid of mic fright. We will come, we will show you how to do DX level communications, but locally. We're still doing competition, we're still reaching out, we're still giving an exchange. You will get experience making contacts and logging. This is the opportunity to come out and try and learn. So all of that said about what Field Day, does anybody have any questions on what Field Day is before we get a little further? Nothing heard. Easy peasy. So my question is, what does UARC want? Your UARC, this is your club. What does a club want to be and want to do? Do we want to operate in events? Do we want to do club POTA events? Do we want to do club DX stuff? Do we want a contest team? Do we want to do Winter Field Day? Let the club and board know what you want from Field Day and UARC as a whole. Right now, Field Day needs you. As of now, we still need help getting the calf and cow to the site. We need help getting gear from our storage shed to the site. We need help with the GOTA station. We need help with a lot. As of Monday, only 5 people had signed up to volunteer for Field Day. This is your club. Come help. As of tonight, and at this moment, we will only have 1 station at Field Day, unless people step up and come help. We need you to help volunteer to get Field Day off the ground.
Adam?
Sir.
What does it take to drag the calf and the cow down there?
So the calf and the cow, the next slide will give us some more information on our site. The calf and the cow are located at the scout camp halfway up the mountain to Payson Lakes. You need at least a 3/4 ton and significant towing experience, but realistically you probably need a 1 ton, ideally a dually, to tow the cow. The cow is, quote me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong, excuse me. I believe it's a 60-foot or is it an 80-foot tower?
I think it's 60.
Okay. And again, if memory serves, it was a commercial tower trailer built for the Salt Lake Olympics.
Right.
It has a very high center of gravity. It is not easy to tow. You do need to know what you're doing. The calf is a much shorter and smaller trailer, but it weighs a lot. I believe it's a 200 or 250 gallon propane tank on there and the generator and tower sections. It's not lightweight and it's not balanced. The cow does have electric brakes. The calf does not have any brakes that I'm aware of. Did I cover everything?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. I would assume that both trailers weigh well over. The calf, when it's full of propane, so when you go down the mountain, it won't be full of propane, but when you come back up, it will be. That's probably going to be over 10K as well, and I know the cow is well over. Long story short, Uncle Sam's calling you today to UARC Field Day. We need you. Like I said, at this moment, we're going to have one station, one antenna. That's what we're going to have. We need you to help. Wrong way. It took me almost to the last slide to do it, though. So, about our site at Payson Lakes. I got to show off the dog, right? We'll be at our usual site. We're just across the street from the old guard station at Payson Lakes. The easiest way to get there is to search for the guard station at Payson Lakes, and you'll see our signs. If you run into the guard station, you've ran into us. It is a great...
It's right.
Yes. Yeah, the guard station's right, and we're immediately the left right across from it. You'll see our signs. You will see our big yellow UARC push pin. It is a dry camping site. So if you're bringing a trailer, if you're bringing an RV, if you're bringing a tent, you need to be self-sufficient and plan on it. The nearest resources, the nearest services rather, are 14 miles back down the mountain. If you plan to camp, bring everything with you. You need to provide your own food, water. We will have a porta-john, and we will have a hand washing station on site. That's it. There is no fresh water without going 14 miles back down the hill. You're welcome to come up for the day. You do not need to camp. You can come as long or as short as you would like. Saturday, we'll have the potluck dinner. What time are we going to have that, Bruce?
6 o'clock.
Okay, 6 o'clock Saturday, we will be having our potluck dinner. The club is providing the protein. That's it. You do need to bring a side dish. Please do sign up on the Field Day sign-up sheet on our website. On the left-hand side of the screen, click on Field Day, and you're right on the page.
Yeah, UtahARC.org.
Thank you. UtahARC.org is our website. On the left side, you'll see Field Day. Click on that. Scroll down. Last year, and I promise I am not being facetious, I left Field Day with over 20 pounds of cookies. Please bring a side dish, not a dessert, or bring a side dish and a dessert. Sweets are great, but we need some real food, guys. What am I missing?
Adam mentioned also that it will be very hot, so bring a dish that is properly cooled and
Yeah. You do need a way to keep your dish at the appropriate temperature.
kill any of us.
Payson Lakes is, and this is what I forgot to put up there. Payson Lakes is just over 8,000 feet of elevation. The 8,000 foot signpost is right before you get to us. It will be very warm during the day and very cold at night, more than you think.
Sometimes it's not warm during the day.
Sometimes it's not, if we're lucky. If we're lucky, plan on it being triple digits. And plan on it.
Green and bug spray.
Yes, sunscreen, bug spray at minimum. We will have shade with our tents and a canopy. What are we missing? Anybody have any questions at this moment?
Just bring lots of water. I think you should
Yeah.
be okay.
Yes.
Bring your family.
Thank you. If you bring your family, you do need to plan to provide for them. Again, the nearest services are 14 miles back down the hill. We love you. We want you to bring your entire family out. We want this to be a great event. That said, we can't provide for everyone coming up there. You do need to plan on being completely self-sustaining. Like I said, we'll have the potluck 6 o'clock Saturday, yes? We'll be providing the protein. You do need to bring your own beverages, and please bring a side to share. Please do sign up on the field day sign-up sheet. You're just going to break things now, aren't you? Come on.
Yeah, go ahead and give her the actual mic. Go for it.
So one of the things that happened last year, and I am the designated person who will be the witch with a B. There was a minor last year whose ham radio person did not provide for them to have food or drinks or anything else. We made an attempt to do that for them, but we will not do that this year. We will tell you to leave. We will tell you to leave, and we will tell you that food for your kid is 14 miles down the hill. We're not there to take care of your wife, your grandma, or your children while you sit in a tent and play ham radio. So if you're bringing family, please do. But prepare to take care of your family first and foremost. We are not there to do that. We don't have first aid facilities for you. We do not have anything for you. You are responsible for you and your party. Which
So to sum it all up, please do come out to Payson Lakes. It is going to be a good time. We're going to have a great day of operating in the field. You're going to learn a lot. Like I said, we'll have classes on FT8, maybe some other digital modes if we can get that together. Satellite comms, we'll have several satellite antennas there for you to try out. We're always guaranteed a couple of passovers with something. But we do desperately need your help. This is your club. This is not my club. This is not pick a board member's club. This is your club. If you want things to succeed, we do need you to participate. You can reach me, kk7njj@gmail.com. That's kilo 7, Juliet, November, anyways. Yeah, kk7njj. Woo! November, Juliet. Having a stroke. Sorry, it's been a really long 2 weeks for me. I'm awake, I promise. I am present. I'm alive. I still have a pulse, I think. Yep, there it is. Okay. Please do reach out, kk7njj@gmail.com. Happy to answer questions. Please do go to utaharc.org.
Yep.
Did I get it right? Thank you. Again, on the left side you'll find a table of contents. Click on Field Day, scroll down, sign up to volunteer. This cannot be successful without you. It's going to happen. Like I said, we're going to have one station there. We would like to have our full 4 stations. We would like to have our cow and calf. We would like to have our full setup. But we desperately need your help. Nothing. Come on, James.
I've got a question.
Yeah?
Yeah, so with the Salt Lake Crossroads Amateur Radio Club, I'm actually really heavily involved with Salt Lake City Emergency Management. I'm actually staffed with the EOC, the Emergency Operations Center, or the ECC. My curiosity is, with the public official that you need to have there, am I good enough, or do I need to get the Salt Lake City Emergency Manager, Tess Alexander?
I'd have to confirm this, but I do believe you either need to be. So there's 2 categories. There's one for an elected official, and then there's one for a served organization. So you would probably count for a served organization, because volunteer fire and EMS does count. But the easiest thing would be a paid EOC staff member, or like I said, fire, rescue, police, Forest Service does count. Yeah, city, well, but that's the other category. It does have to be somebody actually elected in a government position for the other, if memory serves.
Yeah.
James, you're a volunteer, so I don't think you count.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my main thing I was asking, do I need to go ahead and get the emergency coordinator for Salt Lake City Tess, the guy above it,
If
Gary
you could.
Carter, or do I need to go ahead and get Mayor Mendenhall on the phone?
If you could get the mayor, we won't complain about the press. So I will speak to you later. I will speak to you later. I will speak to you later.
She doesn't answer that number anymore, Jerry.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Yeah, tell her James said she had to show up. She'll be there.
Yeah, real quick, and I'll get right to you. As I was saying, there's all sorts of different class categories. There's so many bonus points. If we make a satellite contact during field day, there's 100 extra points. If, like you said, if we get a government official, there's 100 points. If we get a representative of a served agency, that's another 100. There's all of these things, and we would like to do so much more. If nothing else, please sign up. Email me to be on the field day committee. We're always looking to grow. We're always looking to do more. I would truly love, like your event this Saturday, I'd love to host regular events like that. We have these great resources. So many of you are so knowledgeable in so much. We have the opportunity to do hands-on and expand our community's knowledge. I would love to do that, but I need your help to do it. Got anything else from me, James?
No, that should be it. Sounds like I'll go ahead and get a few public officials there, and
Thanks.
Jerry's going to do her own work as well.
Oh, absolutely. Question?
Do you need an information booth?
We absolutely do. The question was, do we need an information booth? We do not have, so the things in my ideal that we would have for this year, I need somebody to run a GOTA station. If you have a rig you can bring and an antenna you can bring, I will teach you the rest. It's simple communications that we need on a GOTA station. Desperately need a GOTA station. I believe I have a safety officer. We may need a safety officer. And yes, we do need somebody to commit to working in an information booth. If you guys would be happy to, speak to you afterwards.
I'm checking with my kids.
Absolutely. Those are low-hanging fruit that we can get a bunch of extra points for. Again, it's not a competition, but it is. What we're trying to do is show the ARRL and every other club out there, we're ready for whatever you throw at us. We are ready for an emergency. We can show up and continue to communicate when everything else is down. We can show up with our couple of trailers. We've got our own emergency power. We've even got places to keep you out of the rain and out of the elements. We need your help. Anybody else? Questions? Marv?
Did you say we don't have a radio for the GOTA station?
Right now, we do not have a radio for the GOTA station, no. So even if somebody just has a rig that they're willing to let us borrow.
You want an HF rig?
Yes.
Adam, I'll provide you a 450D.
Okay.
And a 20-meter vertical.
We'll talk. I might have a better option for a antenna, but I'll circle with you later.
Okay. Or I can bring a mag loop too.
Okay. I'm sorry, Bruce?
I think that there should be an extra long wire.
I'm sure we can come up with something. We have a whole bunch of dipoles.
There's a bunch of dipoles in
Yeah. Again, there's so much that we could do for help. This fall, we need to go through the shed and organize. We'll need help with that. Please do reach out and let's do more. That's, at the end of the day, my presentation. You guys are brilliant. You have a lot to give. Let's do for our community. Let's get people into ham radio and show them what it's about. Bruce?
One other thing about this field day is the socialization.
Yes.
You have a lot of time to sit and talk and get to meet different people. There's a whole group of people that'll be there that you may not have met. So, yeah, come on down, enjoy the time, but understand that it's a dry camp and you got to take care of yourself first. And we have had some interesting times, like a forest fire started while we were down there, and we were actually the ones that alerted the forestry people that there was a fire. We've had a couple of years ago, we were just finishing up lunch and the fire department showed up to see what was cooking, but they had just finished lunch. So we weren't able to serve them. We've had the sheriff show up at 1 o'clock in the morning going, okay, whose fire is this? Because people had gone to bed and left their fire going, and that's a no-no. But it wasn't any of UARC. They've come through and looked at us and noted that we are in total compliance that way. No fires on the ground, and fire suppression equipment needs to be available for any, bucket of sand, bucket of water kind of thing. But again, if you don't know the members of the club, come on down to field day, and you got 24 hours, well, actually 36 hours that you can sit and talk. You can talk radios, you can talk common interests, you can talk all kinds of fun stuff. Get on the radio, make some contacts, find out that these radios hit anywhere in the United States and Canada easily, and you might even pick up Hawaii and Japan, Europe. They have a very long reach. Yeah, Australia in the middle of the night.
You just reminded me, I did not mention, we will have a couple of Yagis up on our trailers if we can get them up there. They're very directional, they're fantastic. Our radios are fantastic, and we are happy to teach you how to operate these. It truly is almost effortless with our setup. This is the way to learn to make contacts.
Yeah, and it's something that we were talking earlier, and it just hit me that with ones and zeros, original Morse code was that way. Dashes and dots, ones and zeros. So original binary.
Digital? I don't know.
Original digital, yeah. So we should have a Morse station, a couple of voice stations, and a digital station. And you can go and try any one of them. If you can do Morse, great.
People willing to be in these stations for the entire 24-hour duration, not that you have to sit there for 24 hours.
Yeah.
We need people, at 2, 3 in the morning, we need people on the radios. And so we'll need, folks willing to be there during the day, during the evening, during the night.
So as Jerry was just bringing back up, this is a 24-hour contest. It will go from noon on Saturdays and noon on Sunday. It will be operating overnight. Myself and a few others usually go take a nap right after the potluck and then operate through the night. This is the perfect opportunity to learn to run gray line. This is the perfect opportunity to learn how to hammer out a pile-up. You will have a pile-up, but don't be intimidated by that. It's all my fault, James.
It ain't me.
Yeah, it's probably just a dying speaker. This is, as Bruce said, the time for community. We come out as a club. You don't have to be on the radio the whole time. You don't have to operate at all. But this is the place to meet other members of our ham radio community. It's just a great time.
We'll be the information station.
Thank you. Questions, comments, concerns, funny anecdotes?
If you happen to be female or a younger person, your pitch of your voice is different.
Oh,
And so it will give you
I've got it,
an
Bruce.
incredible opportunity to make contacts.
so another good point that Jerry just brought up, if you are female or younger, the pitch of your voice is different and distinct on sideband coming through. You will get a pile up. If you're female or if you're a child, you'll get a pile up real quick because everybody wants to bring you in. If nothing else, it's just a different sound and your ear just immediately picks up on that. And as Bruce said, we will have a CW station if you've never done Morse. Yeah. If you've never done Morse code, you can come out and learn. There will be a couple of sideband stations if we have everything as we expect. And we will have a digital with FT8, and that'll probably swap on and off with a sideband or something else at the same time as people want to play. It's just a good time to operate. Please come out. Please help. Have a good time. A lot of us are putting in work because we think it's worth our time. We promise you it will be worth your time if you just come out and enjoy the event. Thank you, guys. Nobody has questions. Nothing heard.
I've got a question.
Come on, James. Got a question.
Oh, I've got to ask you, what's for dinner that one night, or what's for lunch?
So lunch will not be provided except by yourself bringing it up the hill. Dinner, Bruce, what are we going to be having for protein? You want to speak up on that? Yeah, that's all I have. Thank you for nailing those points, Bruce. Like we said, it's emergency preparedness. It is the time to come out, meet other hams, have community, and stretch your legs and your ham skills. Thomas?
Yeah, so my name's Tom, AF7J. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should be all right. Hello.
For the recording.
Anyhow, so some of us are on a fixed income
Yeah.
or low income. Like my vehicle, both my vehicles are broken down. I can't
Yep.
afford to fix them or anything. So I'm wondering if there's going to be any carpooling. You know, I can probably provide my own food.
Yeah.
But I don't have like a cooler to keep it cool. You know, so that's like more income that I'm having.
We would love to do that. Right now, we just don't have the resources for it. It's not something we've done in the past. And that is a conversation to be had. Payson Lakes.
I have a suggestion that might help,
Jerry?
and that is, we have a Sunday night information net,
Okay.
and if you're looking for a ride or something like
I'll run with that.
Right.
tow somebody up or whatever else.
Yeah.
round table makes
I'll run
a
with
choice.
that. So the question was posed, Payson Lakes is a bit of a hike. In fact, it's quite a bit of a hike down south and up the mountain. If I don't have a car or if I don't have some way to drive down there, how do I get there? Jerry pointed out a beautiful idea. We do have our every Sunday at 8:30. Did I get that right?
8:30.
At 8:30 on the 6.2 repeater?
Yep.
Hey, just pulling stuff off the top of my head. Again, sorry, I'm beat after a couple of weeks of OT at work. We have our information net every Sunday, 8:30 on our 6.2 repeater. Come, introduce yourself, ask for help, and I'm willing to bet somebody will be there. James?
Yeah, can I put in one more
Come
plug
on.
and maybe share your microphone
Yeah,
here with
come on.
you? Yeah, so one more thing I want to point out. We have a really fantastic tool in our club that allows you to have the ability to communicate with every other club member in our club. So we have a Google group, the Utah Amateur Radio Club. So if you get on Google Groups and you sign up for the Utah Amateur Radio Club, I'll go ahead and approve your sign up for it. But if you post anything to this group, everyone else in the club that is signed up for that will go ahead and get an email from you from you posting to that group. So if you want to go ahead and post to the entire club that you need a ride or you need help out, feel free to go ahead and do that, and somebody is going to go ahead and reply and help you out. Most people are scared. They don't want to make an announcement to the entire club, or they don't want to ask help out with their antenna problem or anything else like that. So feel free to go ahead and use that, the Google group Utah Amateur Radio Club. If you need help out with field day, you need help out with your antennas, or you have a general question about ham radio, feel free to go ahead and post that to the group, and please use the UARC reflector, that Utah Amateur Radio Club group, and you can ask the entire club anything you want to, and there's always going to be a ham that's going to be able to answer anything you want, for sure. Especially somebody that might be able to give you a ride or help you out. So please use that Google group.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to come if I could find somebody that is only going up for the day.
Yeah.
I would be willing to help with gas.
And-
I would, you know, if there's anybody that you know of that is only gonna go up for the day.
Sure, Linda.
Saturday.
So we've had a few people ask for help with rides. If you are available, please do get onto our Sunday net, and please do post on our reflector, the Utah Amateur Radio Club Google group. Like I said before with Mike Fright, this is not the time to be afraid. We are here to help. Reach out, ask. Can't promise anything, but we'll do our best. And nobody's here to bite your head off. We are here to help you grow in your hobby. We are the Utah Amateur Radio Club. We are here for you. Okay. I feel like I'm rambling everywhere, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just tired. Everybody good? Thank you, guys. Uh-oh. I hit the thumb off.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell anybody.
Thanks.
Thank you, Adam. Okay. I would just like to reiterate a couple of points that Adam made. The first one being that this is your club, and we almost never get any feedback from club members about what we're doing. So the board, we just do whatever we want. So if you have comments about the club, about what we're doing, the activities or the lack of activities, or maybe you don't like the color of the shirt I'm wearing, I don't care what it is, let us know, please. Give us some feedback. You'll make our jobs enormously easier, and the club will just be better for it. Okay, if you came up first south, you noticed that there is only one half of a road. You can't get out that way. To leave, you're going to have to go around the long way to get out of here. Okay, don't even try to go down first south because you can't. I turned my page over. I got to do it again.
And if you go downtown, that might be shut down too.
Yeah, that's also true. Okay, the drawing. How many gifts do we have? Oh, 8? Okay, if I can get over there. Where's the bucket? Mike's bringing it. Okay, Linda.
8, did you say?
8.
8, we need 8 tickets. Okay, there's, wait a minute, one of those is a blank ticket there. Okay, I'll get that one. Here are, okay, I've got 3 here,
Okay, here's,
and there's 3 more.
yeah,
Okay, okay, then 2 more on top of that.
okay.
1
We'll do this one.
and 2. Okay.
Okay, these are first come, first served, so run up here if your information is called. N7 OVG. Rick, KR7V. KC7LNR. Is this an AI or AT? I can't tell. 7UG.
Yeah, 7UG. Yep.
There's one I can't read. Mike, what's this say?
Oh, what's it say? Oh, geez. You asked me what, I don't have my glasses on.
Okay, and KA7TPH.
Bill, yeah.
That's Nick. Okay, 7NYU,
What's this? What is that?
KI7NIV or?
KI7NIV, is that correct? Or MIV? What is it? Bruce, KC7DGN.
KJ7,
This way?
yeah. KI7MTI, that's me.
Oh, well, there you go. You even wrote it and you had trouble reading it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Be careful going home, people. Remember what I said about the road being blocked?
Take your time. All right, the first hit here.
Good job, Adam.
You know where rivet is? Okay, fair enough. We got a screwdriver set.
Tired, huh?
We've got a wrench set.
Yeah.
We've got a big gigantic
stretch steel.
several pins.
Oh, yeah?
I'm doing a lot of nasty hydraulic stuff, and yeah, I'm just beat. When guys stretch 10-inch tall I-beams like 6 inches out, and I gotta bring in, it's just a lot. How much do you trust your weld? That's my question.
My weld?
Yeah.